Motovlogging seems kind of easy, right? You strap a camera to your helmet, you get on your motorcycle, go out for a fun ride, talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, get home, upload it, and call it done. For you guys that are new here, I've been making motorcycle content here on YouTube since before people even knew what the word motovlog meant. I've grown the channel to over 1 million subscribers at this point, which is a wild statement to even make. But one of the cool things about that is I've been in this space so long, I've been able to watch it grow from literally nothing to what it is today. And one of the cool things about that is that I've been able to watch the channels that just died off, and I've also watched the channels that have grown to see what I can take from it, as well as taking that information from my own channel. And from what I can tell, there are 3 things that successful channels have and do versus the channels that end up dying off. The ones that die off normally get stuck at 1 or 2 of these very important things. And my goal for today's video is to get you guys not to get tripped up on those, to make sure you have your foundational building blocks so you can have a successful channel. Now, to get you guys unstuck, let's get into the first mistake. Guys, mistake number 1 is that your camera and audio setup are working against you. And I don't want you guys to be confused in me telling you that you need the best camera or the newest microphone. I am literally talking about the basics. If somebody clicks into your video and you sound like you are inside of a washing machine when you're recording this, then that person is gone. And it does not matter how good the rest of your entire video is. If it doesn't sound good, you've lost them. Now guys, don't get me wrong. When I first started making videos, I attached a camera to my helmet with what was essentially tape, and my audio was so bad you could barely hear what I was saying while I was motovlogging. Right now, I'm just gonna practice some U-turns, or some figure 8s actually. I spent months making tons of content that nobody was watching. And I sat there and thought to myself, why is nobody liking my content? I was thinking it was my content ideas, or maybe it was just because I sucked. It's crazy that all the problems I was having at that point is the thing I think about the absolute least at this point. It was, how do you route a microphone through a helmet so that you actually sound good? What microphone do you use? Where do you mount the camera so it's not shaky? How do you get your settings figured out so that you don't have to think about it anymore? These are all things that I don't spend any time thinking about now. I just do it on autopilot and it just works because I figured it out. Listen guys, at the end of the day, if people can't hear what you're saying and your footage is giving them a headache because it's shaking so bad, they're not gonna watch your videos at all. You gotta get all of the basics figured out as far as capturing the video and the audio. So guys, mistake number 2 is going to be writing without a purpose. And I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna hear that and be like, oh, purpose? I need this overall grandiose purpose just to make a motovlog? And no, you don't absolutely have to do that. Trust me, there are guys out here on YouTube that are absolute hilarious and fantastic at content. Those dudes can just turn a camera on and talk, and everything that comes out of their mouth is gold. The problem is, I'm not like that, and the majority of you guys probably aren't either. So, for us mere mortals, we gotta actually plan this stuff out. I think the word purpose gets a lot of people like caught up, and you know, they mentally think it's a bigger deal than it actually is, or at least that's what I see over in my school community. You know, I think a lot of us hear the word purpose and they're like, it's this big thing and every video has to have this massive topic. And it really doesn't. All having a purpose means is that you have something that video is going to be about. And the thing that really helps you with is, this was me way back in the day. 1, I thought I was hilarious and like any video I made was amazing, and trust me, it absolutely wasn't. Oh, look at this. I think I just broke the sound barrier back there. But I thought I could just turn my cameras on and go out and ramble about whatever the hell I wanted to ramble about. And bro, the way my brain works, I guess, is that conversation would go in a million different directions. And then it was a damn crapshoot if I would actually come back to the purpose of that video. Because by the time halfway through, if I don't know what that video is going to be about, and I just let the conversation go where it's gonna go, ain't no telling where it's gonna end. So having a purpose only means that, hey, I have this one topic, this very specific thing that I'm gonna talk about, and what that allows you to do is while you're out riding, while you're out making that video, it allows you to just check in with yourself every now and then to be like, is this supporting my conversation? Am I getting the audience, you guys, closer and closer to my inevitable end of the video? Am I working towards that? And you're not just aimlessly out here like riding around making content. I know that sounds super basic, but when you're making motovlogging content, there's a lot of stuff you're considering, especially if you're somebody taking it seriously enough to watch this video. You're worried about your audio, you're worried about your video, you're worried about, is your bike functioning correctly? Are you talking well? There are a lot of things to really consider while you're riding, and a lot of that is really hard to keep in mind, like while you're trying to have a cohesive statement, if that makes sense. And if that sounds like not a big deal to you, it's probably because you haven't really tried to make a motovlog video yet. I've been doing this for a long time, and some of this stuff is still challenging for me. You know what I mean? Like, I have a whole course on this stuff, and I still have to use almost my own course as a reminder of the stuff I need to be focused on in my videos. That topic is also gonna really help when you're making your title and thumbnail, because that way you know for sure that when somebody clicks on your video to see what it is, they're actually gonna get what they're coming for. So to avoid this mistake number 2, just have a concrete reason or purpose for that video. What are you gonna help somebody do in that video? Are you gonna review a motorcycle? Are you going to take somebody down a really fun ride that you like to take? Or are you just gonna help somebody live the motorcycle lifestyle vicariously through you? And if you're gonna go to a bike meet or something, that's totally fine. All of that is a valuable purpose. You just gotta focus the video around that purpose. And then we have mistake number 3, and that's that there's no structure to your video. This one coincidentally pairs very closely with mistake number 2. Now, I hate to admit this, but this is the one that took me the longest to figure out. You could have great audio and a great topic and still lose people halfway through because your video just drifts into whatever it ends up turning into. In videos like this, there's normally no hook, there's no build up, there's no thing we're working towards for the end of the video, and the audience member sits there watching your video thinking, okay, where is this all going? And then when they start to have that feeling, inevitably they're gonna click off. So I want you to do me a favor. Think about the last time you watched a YouTube video the entire way through. I would be willing to bet it had these elements. The very beginning of the video just grabbed you, making you want to find out what the video was going to have happen. Then the middle kept you curious and wondering the entire way through, and then the end kind of brought you to a soft landing on what they promised you in the beginning of the video. Did it correlate to what you guys watched? So what that is in a YouTube video is structure, and honestly, it's really not hard to make sure your videos have that as long as you know what to look for. At this point in my career, dude, almost all of my videos flow the exact same way. Hook them in the first 30, give them a little context so they understand what's going on, give them the build up and actual what's happening in the video, and then wrap the video up at the end. That's honestly all it is. There's no film school required, there's no crazy stuff to understand. It is literally just a simple pattern that you do on every single video. And this is going to take your video from, I'll just hit record and see what happens, to, no, I understand exactly the flow and structure that I'm gonna take this person throughout this video. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is literally night and day when it comes to somebody watching your videos. Once I had all 3 of these, the setup, the planning, and the structure, I realized that I had accidentally created myself a little system. I wasn't winging this anymore, I was literally following the steps that I had created to make sure that I would always have a watchable YouTube video at the end of the day. So this system that I ended up building actually turned into Motovlog Mastery. If you guys haven't heard me talk about that, I actually put all of this stuff together in a course that I launched a little while ago, and it has been so freaking cool to hand my system off to people that I've never met before, and people actually use it and make better videos. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I built all this stuff and it worked for me, but there was still that worry that it was like, maybe it was like special to me and it wouldn't work for other people, but turns out that's not the case. Basically what I did was I took all of the information I've learned over the past 15 plus years, plus the stuff that I'm learning every single day running my channel, and I packaged it all into one single course that takes you guys through everything. I know we've talked about in this video the setup, the planning, and the structure, but there is so much more that goes into it, and it's all in that course. We've also got a community over on School that I absolutely love. I'm in there every single day, and it's just a community of people that want to make better motorcycle-focused content here on YouTube. And being able to talk to people that are dealing with the same problems that I'm dealing with myself, and I'm able to help them, they're able to help each other, it's just a really cool spot to check out. At the end of the day, guys, I didn't build this stuff to sell you guys something. I built all of this so I can hopefully help more people tell their stories on their motorcycles, with the overall hope that all these individual people telling better stories will inspire more people to end up starting riding motorcycles. That is what I want out of my channel, out of my course, out of everything. I want more people riding, because riding changed my life, and I know it has the ability to change every one of y'all's life as well. So I'm trying to get more people to get to that life-changing transformation of having started riding motorcycles. Anyways, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys avoid those 3 pitfalls that I see a lot of channels fall into that gets them not even to freaking 10 videos live. Also, if you're having a lot of trouble, I have a totally free 7-day challenge course that you guys can do. It doesn't cost you anything. I'll have links in the description down below. It just takes you through step-by-step how to get your first video live. I walk you guys through everything. So if you sign up there in the first month that I launched Motovlog Mastery, we are doing a massive giveaway. We got Cardo stuff, Revzilla stuff, Quadlock stuff, all types of things if you sign up in the first month. So you guys go check out that link and win yourself some free stuff and go make motorcycle videos. This motorcycle riding is too freaking cool for us not to share it with as many people as possible. I'm Chaseontwowheels. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you like motorcycle content, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.